Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be making a video that I've been pretty excited to make for the past 2 weeks that I've had this guy right here. It's the Seymour Duncan Powerstage 700. Now I know there's a few videos online about the Powerstage 700, but the reason I'm excited to make this one is because I am going to be testing it out on the bass guitar. So the Seymour Duncan Powerstage 700 is known to be an absolute powerhouse for powering cabinets, for guitar primarily. I did see a forum on Talk Bass saying that, yeah, it could work for bass, but there's no videos on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and demo this unit on the bass guitar so everybody knows how this works for bass guitar and what are my opinions on it and if I'd recommend this unit for other bassists out there. So I'll give you a rundown of the gear I'm using. I'm using, of course, my NS Design Wave Radius 5 bass guitar. This is an amazing bass. If you're in the market for a bass guitar that can handle pretty much any genre, this is gonna be your bet right here. So definitely check the description and go ahead and pick one up if you're looking for something like this. I'm also using my GK CX410 cabinet at 4 ohms. Now the 4 ohms is very important because the Powerstage 700 is putting out 700 watts of power at 4 ohms. So this cabinet is an 800 watt cabinet and this power amp is pushing 700 watts. So I won't be able to get the full power out of my cabinet with the Seymour Duncan 700, but that's not my goal right now. And with other amps that I have used that do have an output of 800 watts, I never really cranked it high enough to use the full power. So I wanted to see if this was a high quality alternative since I'm getting all my amps through my pedal board through the HX Stomp. That leads me to the next piece of gear that's important for this rig. It's gonna be my new pedal board. This is my version 2 pedal board. The majority of my effects are coming from the HX Stomp. And right now I am not using the dark glass element for this demonstration. That will be for when I run like front of house or into the audio interface when I'm recording something. So yeah, let's get to the demo. I'm gonna be running down 4 different tones and just playing with a few styles and messing with the 3-band EQ that comes on the Powerstage 700. So this is gonna be my clean bass tone. Play maybe just a walking bass line to get the feel of the clean power of the Seymour Duncan Powerstage 700. Now for this first demonstration, I'm gonna have the EQ completely flat and the volume is gonna be halfway. So this is what that sounds like. Yeah, so right away I can tell that this sound is extremely clear. For being halfway though, I am not impressed with the power. However, I knew that this amp or this power amp was not going to be able to push as hard as like other 800 watt bass amps. However, I do think that this would suffice for any type of live performance or practice, especially if you do have a PA that you can run into. Now with that tone, I do feel like it was a little bit bassy, so I'm gonna mess with the EQ. I'm going to turn down the bass a bit, turn up the treble just a little bit, and turn down the mids. And I'm gonna keep the level halfway. And this is what that sounds like. I'll demonstrate some slapping. Okay, so yeah, right away I noticed also that the EQ is extremely responsive and does exactly what you're telling it. So even just turning down the bass and mids and cranking up the treble just a little bit, I get exactly what I want in terms of the EQ and how I'm trying to adjust it. So that's an excellent feature when you're trying to adjust to a room on the spot. Instead of messing with your pedal board, you go straight to the Powerstage first, and that seems like it should be able to take care of any type of simple EQs that you would need just right away at your disposal. So next I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate a dirty tone. This is going to be for your rock and metal type of genres and songs. So this is what that sounds like. Yeah, so again, I noticed right away, this is extremely clear in terms of the tone that you're getting. I feel like before, when I was using the Harley Benton Block 800B as my amp, I did get some white noise in the background of that, but with this, I feel like I am getting the max quality out of my pedal board and the Powerstage 700 itself and the cab all together. Also, I forgot to mention the microphone I'm using to mic my cab is a Shure SM57. Shout out to my homie Joshua Lopez for lending me this mic. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, definitely check it out. He does some cool stuff, and one of his latest videos, he was doing tone testing with other artists, and that's such a cool idea. So if you haven't checked him out, definitely check it out. Link will be in the description. So next I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate my completely overdriven bass sound. Yeah, this is just to really stick out in the mix and just go crazy with the distortion. So this is what that sounds like. Yeah, so just like everything, this thing is extremely freaking clean. So if you're trying to achieve something to where your effects pedals, like if you're using any type of Helix model and you want to get like 99% of your processing from there and have just the cleanest amp possible, this works. Not only for guitar, but this works for bass. Now, if you're trying to get something or a bass that's gonna be filling up an arena with no PA for whatever reason, or you're outside at a festival that doesn't have a PA, this may not be powerful enough for that. But if you're playing small venues or bigger venues that do have a PA, I think this is fine. This will suffice for that, and I would highly recommend it for that type of application. Okay, so this last tone I'm going to demonstrate is my effects tone on bass. This has a little bit of chorus, and I'm getting some delay and a little bit of reverb from the Earthquaker Devices Avalanche Run version 1 pedal. So this is what that sounds like. Yeah, so I feel like I'm definitely getting the quality of all my effects shining through with this Powerstage 700. It's incredible because I have never heard my gear perform this well and sound this good with the other amp that I used for this setup. So if you're looking for a unit that's going to get you by with a small venue or a venue that you can run through a PA, this thing is amazing for that. Also, if you're going to be miking up a cab and recording bass guitar, this thing is also amazing for that because you're getting such a freaking clean tone with it, and I haven't come across anything else that compares to anything as clean as this. So if you have a friend or yourself that is considering the Powerstage 700 to use it with your bass, I 100% say go for it. Hey guys, so I'm editing the video you're watching right now, and I'm watching a Plini performance, and look who's using the Powerstage. Look at that. Simon Grove is using the Powerstage for his live performance with Plini. So yeah, if you like the video, throw a thumbs up on it and share it with your friends if you have someone considering a Powerstage 700 for bass guitar. So yeah, everybody, thanks for watching.